Narrow down my entire collection into a 2-week vacation. The only 5 bags I'd bring. You want to make sure that whatever bag you choose is... Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. If you've been following my channel and my Instagram for a while, you know that we are gearing up for our European summer trip and I could not be more excited. Traveling to Italy and spending about 2 weeks there between Rome, Florence, and Cinque Terre, Monterosso, which I am thrilled about. Quite frankly, I wish we were spending a little bit more time. So in today's video, as a luxury handbag lover, you know the biggest and toughest decisions that we have to make is which handbags am I bringing with me on my trip? If I could only choose 5, and quite frankly, I think anything more than that might be a little overkill. So we're just gonna focus on the 5 that I am hopefully planning on bringing with me during my travels. If you're traveling to Europe, I know we all as luxury lovers love to try and make a handbag purchase there. And if you know, I am obsessed with Matthew Blazy's latest Chanel collection. There is a handbag that I am eyeing, so I'm hoping to get lucky at the Chanel boutique. Things will remain to be seen, but my hope is that I don't walk out or walk away from Europe empty-handed. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. If you're traveling to places like Rome, Florence, and Cinque Terre, you need bags that are practical, versatile, comfortable, stylish, and secure. Pickpocketers are a known thing, especially in Italy, capable of working with multiple outfits and multiple looks. Bonus if it's a bag that you can wear from day to night. To narrow down my entire collection into a 2-week vacation. Now, before we dive into the video, I did want to just take a moment to say that a portion of today's video is sponsored by a Franco-American luxury jewelry brand by the name of Demand Diamonds. We're gonna do a little unboxing because you know a trip planning session would not be complete without a little shopping to go along with it, and I have been trying to control myself and not shop as much as I normally do. I did place a couple of orders that I'm waiting on, but one of them are these earrings that I will be wearing during my travels to Italy, and I cannot wait. They offer signature jewelry pieces featuring 925 sterling silver or gold vermeil with premium zirconia. And if you're traveling to places like Europe, you really want to leave your expensive jewelry behind and opt for pieces that are a little more simple and cost effective, just in case you end up losing anything. Let's go ahead and unbox the earrings that I will be wearing on repeat during my trip to Italy. I cannot say enough good things about the packaging. It is so reminiscent of Cartier, but at a fraction of the cost. Look at how beautiful this velvet box is with the gold embossed name of the jewelry brand there. Each package does come with the barcode on the back. I mean, if this isn't reminiscent of Cartier, I don't know what is. This packaging is to die for. So elegant and beautiful. Maybe I'll re-gift something to someone in it, but it's just so beautiful. Look at the velvet box detail. How gorgeous. Wow, wow, wow. Look at these stunning earrings. Now, I opted for the Le Fleur Diamond stud earrings in sterling silver. These are 2 carats total. These retail for $600 currently on sale. These are definitely going to be for a night out, a special occasion. But it's a nice way to still wear beautiful designer jewelry pieces without having to overspend. Let's go ahead and put these on together. Love the floral shape. I just think it's so pretty. I was recently thinking about getting my second hole pierced, but I chickened out and didn't do it. I don't know if I should. Honestly, I love the elegance of these earrings and I'm kind of happy that they are the star of the show. Look at how absolutely stunning these earrings are. They offer fair pricing because there's no middleman and everything is high quality, beautiful luxury products. Now, I opted for sterling silver because you do save a little bit as opposed to white gold. I do have to do a good job of keeping them clean. I normally say I hate sterling silver, but I will make an exception for these because it's really just the back of the earring and the post, so it's not too much. The carat availability does come in 1, 2, and 4 carat weights. Considered the world's purest lab-grown diamond, I am so impressed by these earrings and I cannot wait to wear them on my trip to Italy. I am so impressed with the quality and beauty of these earrings. I think they're going to be absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I will include all the details down below, including where you can shop these earrings and more from Domain and any discount codes that I have to offer. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. Let's start with the most practical bag, and I recently ordered one. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll make it in time before our trip, but it is none other than the Longchamp Le Pliage bag. I absolutely adore this bag, and I actually have it in black and brown. Let me grab it. Here it is, my Longchamp Le Pliage bag. This is in the, I believe the large size. It's getting a little dusty. In the black with the brown trim. I absolutely love the brown trim. There's something so classic about it, and you can't go wrong with any trim. I recently went online and I was able to order the large size travel tote version and customize it. They have the ability to have customized lettering on the front of the bag, and you can virtually choose any color trim, hardware, bag color, all of it. It does retail for about $520, which includes all of the customization. You can have an additional embossing here as well as on the inner pocket, but I can't say enough good things about this bag. I'm actually kind of bummed that the new customized one won't be here in time for our trip, but I will definitely opt to consider bringing this one with me. I love that it's black, it's understated, it's super lightweight, and it folds down to virtually nothing. So you'll see it has this button here on the back, so you can fold it down. If you've ever seen it at a department store like Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's, you'll see that they come completely folded down to this small square size here, and that's how they typically display them. Last year I had the opportunity to pop into a local Longchamp boutique in Nice. They're absolutely worth the visit. They have so many different colors and varieties, and they actually carry some pieces that are harder to find here in the US. So definitely opt for the Longchamp. It's lightweight, it folds flat, it's durable, it works as a personal item, it's rainproof, so you don't have to worry about those rainy days, especially if you're traveling to Paris in the spring. It works as a shopping bag and an airport bag. It's kid friendly for those of you moms, and I genuinely don't think I'd travel internationally without one. I actually brought this with me to Paris and it came in absolute clutch. It's also very secure because you've got the zipper here, so you can zip it closed, and then the button, which makes it virtually hard to get into. So if someone were pickpocketing, they really wouldn't be able to make it past this here. It is enough to reach your hand in if you wanted to grab something, but I typically wear mine either like this or on the other side, and I wear this zipper part to the front, so I know no one can get through on the back that's not hidden because there's no zipper there. This definitely isn't the most glamorous bag on today's list, but it's definitely the smartest. The next one on my list is going to be, some of you might have guessed it, the Rome Peggy Clutch. And I specifically bought this bag for this trip, or with this trip in mind, and my summer travel. The reason I love this bag is, one, it's made of genuine, beautiful, well-made, high-quality leather, but it's versatile too. You've got the magnetic closure. You can pop this strap inside if you wanted to make it a clutch, which is perfect for nighttime. But then you also have the strap if you want to make it into a daytime shoulder bag. It's pretty secure. There's no way inside the bag because of that magnetic closure. So again, you don't have to worry about pickpocketers. It's comfortable, it's understated, it doesn't draw a lot of attention, which I like, especially when traveling through Europe. Sometimes you just want to be understated and fly under the radar, and you don't want to call attention to yourself. Enter the Rome Peggy Clutch. This bag is so comfortable, it's lightweight, it's practical, it's versatile, it's a great day to night bag. And it works with so many different outfits. A linen dress, yes. White trousers, works. Night out in Florence, absolutely. This is absolutely one of my go-to bags and one I'll be bringing with me. The next one, of course, is another excellent day to night versatile bag, and it's in a different colorway. And it's, of course, my Loro Piana L19 pocket pouch. Now, I've talked about this bag on my channel a whole lot before, but one of the reasons I love it, again, is because it's super small, it's lightweight, it does pack a punch, so it fits quite a bit. You have this beautiful little twilly that I tied on from Hermes, and it comes with a crossbody strap, so you can wear this during the day as a crossbody and then at nighttime as a top handle little evening wear bag. I think this bag looks great with everything: jeans, dresses, skirts, pants, you name it. You can make it casual, you can make it dressy. If you want to remove the twilly to make it a little more understated, you can absolutely do so. Although I like the twilly and it gives me a little more peace of mind, especially if I'm out and about traveling and maybe we just finished having pizza for lunch. I don't want to go in and accidentally touch the bag with greasy, dirty hands. Not that I ever would. I would always wash first. I just think this bag screams elegance without doing much of anything. It's such a beautiful, understated bag. And again, works with so many different outfits. Easy to wear, lightweight, super packable. I brought brought this with me, I think last year to Paris, and it takes up virtually no room in my carry-on, which makes it a great travel bag. The next one on my list is not one I'll be bringing with me, but definitely one I'm considering, and it's my Hermes Garden Party. Now, I got the Hermes Garden Party because I do like it as a travel bag. If I weren't opting to bring my Longchamp Le Pliage or a larger bag such as my Goyard St. Louis tote, which is definitely one on this list as well, I would opt for this. It's virtually rainproof because it's mainly canvas, so you don't have to worry about going out in the rain with it. It does have leather trim, but it's only minor. It's on the trim lining as well as on the handles. It's got a button closure. I do have a bag organizer in it from Zumoni, and I like the pop of blue because it helps me just visualize and see things better. I like having a pop of color that's lighter than the bag, because when you're wearing a dark bag, it's easy for everything to become a black hole and lose everything. This is a super, super lightweight bag. I've actually thought about getting a larger size just to have for summer. I wish it could fit on my shoulder, but sadly it doesn't. It's definitely a top handle bag, but I think it looks so chic if you're going through the airport and you just want like a little handbag. This one is perfect. You can tie a twilly on it to dress it up a little bit. You can wear this as like a tiny little beach bag. It's just a casual, well-made, beautiful bag. I think the Hermes Garden Party doesn't get as much love as it deserves. For that reason, I definitely had to add it to my list. I think it makes a great daytime bag. I don't know that I would wear it at nighttime, but if you have this, which is the 30 or the smaller size, you can definitely get away with it at night. Although, wear what you want. If you want to wear a larger bag to dinner, that's totally fine. I personally just like to have something very small and discreet when I'm going out to dinner, especially since sometimes I won't have space to put my bag, or I won't have like a bag clip with me. So I end up having to put the bag on the table or on my lap. So I like to have something smaller. But the Garden Party is a can't miss, great travel bag. Last but certainly not least, a bag that I've traveled with before and I absolutely love is my Chanel Mini Square Classic Flap. The Walk as well also makes a great evening bag. And again, it's because of that day to night versatility. It's black, it's elegant. You can wear this crossbody. I brought this with me to our travels to Napa years ago, and it makes such a great travel bag. I actually just wore it on the plane as like my little personal item. Sometimes they make you stick it in a larger bag if you're bringing a larger bag as a personal item, like a laptop bag, which is totally fine. You can stick it in there and then just take it back out. I did the same thing when I traveled with my Chanel to California this year as well. This is great in the rain. It's great on travel. It fits quite a lot. It packs a punch. You can fit more than expected in here, probably more than the Walk, because it's a little bit chunkier, so you have room for a little bit more. I wish I had this in a lighter color. I think if I did, I would opt to bring it with me to Italy. I don't know that I will bring it with me on this trip because I'm trying to make my Peggy clutch my sort of like evening bag. This makes really such a great evening bag and such a great travel bag because it's easy to wear, it's lightweight, pairs with so much. Let's talk about the bags I will not be bringing with me and why. We can start with my Chanel in suede for obvious reasons. It's in suede. I think I nearly had a heart attack traveling with this bag to California back in April, May? I can't even remember when I went now. It's just a bag I don't want to have to worry about, especially with the rain, and it's big and it's heavy. And I know that for this particular trip, we're going to be doing a lot of walking, a lot of sightseeing, adventure and navigating. And we are doing a beach town at one point, and I just don't want the risk of this bag either getting wet or it getting very heavy throughout the day when I'm wearing it. I just feel like I won't be getting much use out of this bag. This is a trip where, because we're doing so much walking and sightseeing, I definitely need something smaller and compact. Not to say you couldn't bring this with you to Europe, you absolutely can. It just depends on what kind of trip you're looking for. The Birkin or the shoulder Birkin, I've debated on, and I may possibly decide to bring one of these with me, but again, I think it's mainly because I want to be able to fit my camera in it, and of course for content, I think these look great in pictures. So maybe the shoulder Birkin, I just don't want anything too big, but at the same time, these bags draw attention, and I don't know that I want to draw that much attention to myself walking through the airport or otherwise. So I try to be a little more cautious, especially because safety is number one, especially because I'm traveling with my family and my youngest son. So I just want to be extra cautious. Not to say that you couldn't. I think these make great travel bags. I think that was the original intention of the Birkin, is to be a travel bag, an everyday bag that you could fit everything in. But now that I'm going through this list, I'm realizing none of these really fit my vlogging camera. I did travel with my Birkin to, I don't remember if I brought it to Paris. I definitely brought it with me to Aruba and it was perfectly fine traveling. But then the shoulder Birkin is a little more compact and easier to carry around, so maybe I'll go for the shoulder Birkin. And I could wear this at night if I wanted, and it does fit my camera. So this might be an honorable mention and a bag that I may consider bringing with me. More remains to be seen. I'm still on the fence. I have yet to finish packing my outfits. I think that's going to be a big deciding point for me. If the outfits pair well with the bags, then it's an absolute yes. I think the key is also making sure that I have enough space to carry all my essentials. I also like to bring an extra canvas bag with me, just folded down in my suitcase, and you can put that in your checked bag without any worry about it being stolen or there being theft or anything like that. Having a light canvas bag that you can fold down and put in your purse during the day, and then if you happen to pop into a market or do some shopping, you have the extra bag with you without taking up much real estate inside your bag. You also don't want to put groceries, like if you're buying cold cuts or things for like a small picnic or lunch, you don't want to put that in your handbag. Having a small canvas bag definitely comes in handy. That's it for my list today. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with these bags, or are there any that I should have mentioned and didn't? What is your favorite go-to travel bag? Drop them in the comments section. I can't wait to hear from you. And if you don't already subscribe to my channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below. Give this video a hype as well if you have that option, and follow me on Instagram as well, where I post daily. I can't wait to share my upcoming travel vlogs with you, so stay tuned for those, and I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna leave 2 additional for you guys here at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.